Hey, what's up everybody? Isam here bringing you another video. This one going to be my tournament wrap-up for Combo Breaker 2017. And sorry this is so late. The week in between Combo Breaker and Smash and Splash, I was in Chicago with unable to edit or record anything, so I didn't do that then. And then finally I was supposed to do it when I got back home, and I did that, and then the video of this and my other wrap-up for Smash and Splash corrupted for some reason on my computer, so I have to re-record. And that was like 2 days ago, but I've just been busy since then streaming and like going to Versus and things like that. But anyway, excuses aside, here's my tournament wrap-up for Combo Breaker 2017. So, Combo Breaker was the tournament that, through my charity donation drive thing that I did for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, I went all Samus. In doubles and singles, except for one game which I will go over, which was in doubles, and I'll explain why. So in doubles there were 22 teams, which wasn't very many at all, and honestly the first match I remember is winter semifinals. You know, we beat two teams before that, but I do not remember who they played. But you know, if you're curious, first round we beat a team named CS Makio and Yagyu, or those are the two players, and then round two we ended up beating TacBack and TCG, which put us into winter semifinals, where we thought we were going to have to play to Kill Sage and I think Dill, but they lost to a different team that we had actually played at the local the day before, so Thursday, because Popular Weeklies does doubles, and so there are J-Bach and Cheeseballer, the Game & Watch Lucas team, which was kind of obnoxious, but me and MVD were rocking Samus Duck Hunt the whole time. We still beat them 2-0. It was a lot more comfortable this time than at the weekly, so it was pretty good on our end. We had to play them in grand finals, I'm pretty sure, of doubles at the weekly, and it was I think 2-1 or maybe like a close 2-0, I don't remember. But so we beat them 2-0 and advanced into winners finals, where we have to play JJ Rockets and Starbase Fruit. So they're a really good team, first off. You know, I have a lot of respect for them as a team. They're just really good with each other. So game 1 we bodied them, game 2 we win pretty solid, game 3 I lose a 1v1 versus Starbase Fruit at the end, and you know, I thought he was going to roll into me, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna jump over it and then back air him and I'll win, because I was down a lot of percent, but I brought it back to about 90 or 100% both of us, and he just ran up and up smash, and I was like, oh well, I guessed wrong, so whoops. So I lose that game. Then game 4, unfortunate things happen at the beginning and we kind of get bodied. And the thing is, you know, for me, if I lose as Samus because I'm going Samus for charity and blah blah blah, that's on me. I already chose to do that. But if I make someone lose with me because of it, I feel like that's a little more, you know, it's kind of like weird. And so game 5 we ended up going Pikachu Cloud and beating them, advancing into grand finals, where we eventually had to play Starbase Fruit and JJ Rockets again, and we 3-0'd them with Samus Duck Hunt, so it was okay, it was worth it. So we win Combo Breaker doubles, and then we have to do Combo Breaker singles. And again, I'm going all Samus, and actually my first round was the hardest round of the until like winter semis for me. I had to play against a guy named Ember Gecko, and he was a Lucas Lucario main, and if you saw my matchup chart that I just put up for Samus, I do not like the Lucas matchup. He is short, he is really good at zoning, he can heal from charge shot, and he has a kill confirm with grab, and his grab is just better than Samus's. So it's kind of, you're kind of losing in most of the regards of the matchup, and so it was actually a really close game. He took first stock game 1, and then I ended up bringing it back and ended up winning. I got like an air dodge read. Like I dash attacked him, he air dodged, and I like backered him at like 85, and he died because he had bad DI because he was trying to DI away from me. So I got kind of lucky on that because I was a pretty high percent. Then game 2 he goes Lucario, and I understand the matchup a bit better. He doesn't have a heal, so I can play my charge shot game, similar to like Mewtwo Shadow Ball game. I was just like, okay, charge, shoot, you know, whatever at random times, and he can't really combat it as well. So that ended up being a 2-stock, but that was a really, really difficult game. After that, I had to play Mario named Human Candy, and I think that was the guy who said it was like his first tournament. He was really nervous. You know, and I happen to be very good at the Samus Mario matchup because that's one of the 2 matchups I will always play Samus for if I can. So that was kind of rough for him. And then I, you know, had to play my winter semis of the pool against Chevy, and I do not remember who Chevy played, but I remember not having that much struggle in that matchup. And then I had to play against Kenta, the Fox main, and as you guys know, I hate the Fox matchup, but it was still a relatively easy set. I'm really good at the Fox matchup in general, so I just kind of like hit the things that I needed to hit, and you know, I hit his recovery and things like that, and so I was able to take it with a double 2-stock to advance into top 32, or no, actually top 16 winner side, so winners quarterfinals, where I had to play against a Kill Sage. And the Kill Sage is another Fox, and I was kind of worried about that, but game 1, I think I ended the game in like 35, 40 seconds, something like that. It was really fast. I got like some 6-string first stock and I spiked him, and then second stock he died from like a half charge shot at like 75%. It was kind of weird. He died really early. I wasn't expecting it. Game 2 was significantly closer. You know, he was ledge trapping me a little better. He wasn't letting me land for free, which is what Fox wants to do in that matchup. And so it was a lot more difficult for me to get down. I was losing pretty much the whole game, and then I end up getting like like a nair or like something like a forward air from ledge, and he DIs up and lands on the Town and City platform that ends up coming in, and so I neutral air him off of that, and he's at like 85 or 90. He just explodes into candy because that move is way too strong. So I ended up taking with a 2-0 advance into winners semifinals, where I eventually had to play 8-Bit Man. And 8-Bit Man, you know, Samus Rob is, in my opinion, in Samus's favor, and in 8-Bit Man's opinion as well. So it wasn't that bad. You know, game 1, or one of the games, I don't remember game 1 or 2, I win both of them. You know, it's on FD, and I actually do something sick, because a lot of Robs will try to recover low. Like, if they recover high, they can get anti-aired with forward air, up smash, beam, whatever Samus can throw out, right? So a lot of the times they'll go low, and if they're going low, they typically just don't want to like up B and then grab the ledge, because they'll probably, you know, get hit for that. So a lot of times Robs will go like up B, up air, try to hit someone that's coming down from them, then recover safely. But I knew he was going to do that because I played 8-Bit Man enough. And so I jump off stage, air dodge through the up air, and then double jump up air back towards the stage. It drags him towards it and untackles him at like 70%, and I get an edge guard, and I'm like, yo, I have a big brain. So I end up winning games 1 and 2. Game 3 was really, I remember one of the games that I won wasn't close. One of them was. Then game 3 was incredibly close, and game 4 I'm pretty sure he bodied me. And game 5 I was like, well, okay, I hope I can do this, and I end up getting a pretty solid lead at the beginning, like 80-20 or something like that, and then I'm able to play more of a comfortable game with Samus. You know, I can choose when to zone, I can choose when to aggress, as opposed to feeling like I have to approach. And so, you know, I end up winning that 3-2. I end up getting an up smash read. Alright, I up smash his nair, as I mentioned earlier, that you can do. I kind of charged it, I'm like, charge, he started the nair, I'm like, okay, I win, bah. And Samus's up smash is really, really strong if you can manage to land all the hits. And so I think it ended up being a JV2 game 5, so I was really happy about that. To advance into winners finals, where I had to play John Numbers, who beat a bunch of people at this tournament, because in winners bracket, to make it out of his pool, he had to play DJ Jack, and that was a game 3 last hit scenario. Then he had to beat Zanotto, and I'm pretty sure that was game 3, but not last hit. And then he had to beat MVD, and he also, that was a game 5 last hit scenario. So that was just, it was really impressive, his bracket run. He ends up beating Ned in losers finals after I beat him. But the R set was really fun, because in my opinion, it's really, really fun to play against zoners as zoners. You know, assuming they don't have like a high differential or like significantly better killing or something. So I feel like the Samus Wii Fit matchup, in my opinion, slightly in Samus's favor, just because Samus has really strong kill moves that Wii Fit doesn't have, you know, as many, besides like smash attacks and things like that. But Samus is, you know, back air, neutral air, you know, down air, the fact that I have like an easy to hit spike, you know, it's kind of nice in the matchup. And I can also hit back volleyball, and me as a player, I'm not scared of going off stage. So a main facet of a Wii Fit trainer's gameplay is I'm going to be on the ledge and be annoying, and I'm like, I'm just going to go out there and hit you, and I don't care. And I did that. It was actually a really fun set. He won game 1. I should have won game 1. I tried to nair, but I somehow, with the C-stick, but I ended up airing somehow, I don't know, or like, I don't remember what happened. I just remember I messed up, and he was supposed to die, and he didn't, and then he ended up killing me really early. So he won game 1. I think I won game 2. It was just a really fun back and forth. I remember I went for a lot of edge guards with spikes, and I wasn't able to get any of them, except for game 5, the last sequence I did. I delayed a back air to make him miss his tech, because yeah, I anticipated he would be like, okay, well, he's running off back air now. So I ran off, waited, double jump back air, so he missed the tech, and I ended up spiking his up B at the very end of the game to clutch out the set, because yay, I'm pretty good at this game. So I advanced into grand finals. As I mentioned, John Numbers beats Ned 3-2 in losers finals, so he plays me again in grand finals, which was a 3-0 for me. I realized how much lag deep breathing has once you get your full charge, so I would just essentially go out there, be like, oh, you're deep breathing, I'm gonna jump out there. You either air dodge it, in which case you're lower and I can probably edge guard you, or you finish it and I hit you anyway and then you die. Like, I'm pretty sure I killed him twice at like 75 or 80% with like nair off stage on Battlefield. I don't remember what the other stage was of the set, but yeah, I mean, I ended up winning that. I got my other trophy, so now I have 2 to match. The one from last year, 2016, and now this one for 2017. So I really like these trophies. These are really well-made trophies. I am a fan of these. But yeah, so I mean, Combo Breaker overall was really fun. It's a really nice event. The venue was amazing. The food in the bar area was actually really good. They had a lot of food options around that area. You know, and the main reason I went to, you know, Combo Breaker instead of MomoCon was pretty much every single person from Panda was gonna be there that plays fighting games. So I mean, Rich Brown didn't go, Plup didn't go, and Wobbles didn't go. I'm pretty sure other than that, like every fighting game player went, because you had me, MVD, SKD, Marlon Pie, KP, Coach Steve, Ray Ray, Punk was there Saturday and Sunday after E-League, so it was so many people that we had, and it was actually really fun to be able to hang out with all of them, because we don't get to see them that often, because for the most part Smashers go to Smash events and fighting game players go to fighting game events, although, you know, soon, you know, we're going to have a lot of time seeing them, because we had just a Combo Breaker, then we're going to have CEO and EVO, which are obviously fighting game events with Smash at them, so I'm gonna have a lot of fun seeing them in the future. But you know, it was really nice to see everyone. You know, we actually all did really well. We got a top 8 in every single game we entered, because me and MVD obviously both top 8'd Smash 4, Marlon Pai top 8'd BlazBlue, Ray top 8'd Marvel, Hayate top 8'd Injustice. We didn't have a Street Fighter player that entered because Punk was at E-League and his pool was on Friday, so that didn't work. And SKD actually won BlazBlue, so we actually got 2 trophies in one tournament, which was kind of nice. You know, and we've got a bunch of medals, and it was a really good showing for us in general. You know, we top 8'd every game we entered, which is amazing. And you know, all the guys are so cool. Like, something that I don't know how they always do it, but Panda finds the coolest people, because I had never met SKD or Hayate before. You know, I've seen KP because we're both from South Florida, and so seeing those new guys, you know, you always are wondering like, how are we gonna mesh in? But it is so nice. It is so easy to just be friends with these guys, and Panda does such a good job of scouting talent that's not just good at the games, but also just good people and fun to hang out with, and it's so impressive, and I love Panda, and it feels more and more like a family with the more people we get, and that's absolutely insane. So yeah, I mean, the venue was great. I definitely recommend Combo Breaker next year to anyone that wants to go, especially if you're from the area. Please go. You know, they support a lot of games, and you know, Smash didn't get the main stage just because, you know, our numbers weren't big enough to really make us be on the main stage. Like, I think that's kind of fair, right? Support the event, they'll support you back in terms of your biggest, you know, the biggest stage or whatever. Like, that would have been cool, but I can understand why they didn't do that. So I mean, yeah, that's going to be about it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed it. My Smash and Splash recap, I will be talking about the week that I spent with Pooch, obviously Smash and Splash, and then talking about, you know, what I'll be doing in my videos throughout the rest of June. And sorry for the lack of videos recently. Again, the week-long kind of stay in Chicago kind of bodied my videos. I also have a lot of footage from Combo Breaker, me just recording because I brought my camera. So that'll be cool. I'm gonna like put all those up and compile it in a video or something. And yeah, social media, Panda, and partner stuff is down below, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.